Hey everybody, yeah, it's a Monday afternoon. It's a hot, sticky, normal Midwestern summer. Here we went from 3 or 4 days ago. We were unseasonably cool and no humidity, and they were even saying there may be some, in fact a few places set record lows for this time of year. Now we're under a heat advisory. Just like that, summer came back. So I'm going to do a nice summer beer. Hopefully nice summer beer. I'm going to do another one of these Tallgrass beers from that 8-pack sampler pack I bought last week. I'm going to do their Ethos IPA. Really nice. I love the labels on their beers. There's one side, I guess something round can have sides. There's one side. There's the other side. Really nice label on the can. From the website it says, the beer foretold in legend. 6 types of hops are gathered from the corners of the world to make this legendary brew. This is no earthly IPA. They will write ballads, build monuments, paint caves, and sacrifice goats to this beer. They will drink Ethos and dance to shake the heavens. The aroma is the harbinger of the taste to come. Big, bright, and beautiful, this beer exceeds all expectations and grants wishes. Yeah, well, I just wish it's good. Hope it's good. Twice dry hopped and brewed with the aid of a dark alliance from another realm. This beer bestows upon you all the complexity of the hops flavors without overwhelming your senses. Ethos IPA is a gift to you, beer mortals. Drink it and fulfill your destiny. 6.8% ABV, 110 IBUs for a regular IPA. That's a lot of IBUs. Popped it, got a little foam coming out of the can. All the Tallgrass beers are in a can. I like that. And trying to be careful, but I'm not going to get it all in with all that head on there. My goodness, there's a good 4 fingers of a really foamy, cream-colored head, a little darker than ivory, at least 4 fingers. Got a nice gold, honey color almost. Really bubbly, effervescent carbonation coming up. Something tells me that head's going to stick around for a while. So let me see if I can get a nose on it through all this head. Oh yeah, there's some breadiness, but it's mostly hops. There's some grassy notes, lemon, grapefruit, a lot of citrus notes, some pine notes. Some apricot, like tropical with mango and pineapple, maybe a little peach, even some berry and grapefruit in there. Just a wealth of some really nice hop aromas, and just a light bready maltiness there in the background. But it's primarily hops. But they said 110 IBUs, so. It's going to be up there. I hope. I might be a mouth burner. I don't know. So let's get a taste and find out. Now I can finally get through the head a little bit. The head is receding quicker than I expected it to, but it's still going to. Oh, that is bitter. There's some serious bitterness there. A lot of grapefruit and lemon right up front. Some of the pine bitterness, maybe just a touch of some sweet pears, but at least in the beginning it's, and just a little of that breadiness right up front too, but it's primarily bitter right at the front. The grapefruit's like grapefruit peel, and really it finishes with the grapefruit too, just a bit of pine and a faint breadiness, and maybe some pear fruitiness, and the pine's almost like the spruce, but just a touch, maybe in the middle of the palate of some of that tropical fruit sweetness, some of the mango and pineapple and stuff, but the grapefruit and the lemon are predominant flavors, and they're the bitter grapefruit, not the sweet grapefruit. It's a very bitter beer, but there's so much going on here. It's not really overwhelming. Feels like a medium-bodied, got a fairly solid carbonation. There's still a bunch of carbonation streaming up, but really nicely balanced. So let me sit. I'll try to add the rest of this, and I'll come back in a bit with the final thoughts and grade. Yeah, I just wanted you to see this. I just poured the rest of it, and look at that head, clear up over the top, just nice and foamy. It almost looks like an ice cream float or something. But anyway, I'm going to sip on this for a while. Maybe I will let it warm up some, see what changes, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this beer a lot. Despite the really noticeable 110 IBUs, I mean, it is a hot bomb. It's still surprisingly easy to drink. It's hop forward. It's not, there's malts there, but not a lot. I'm leaving some beautiful lacing all the way down the glass at 6.8%. There's no alcohol legs to speak of, but the lacing is incredible. It's got that nice soapy head on it that just sticks around and never really goes away, and regenerates itself pretty good. You know, not like when you first pour it, but does regenerate itself pretty good, but it never completely goes away. If you're going to a place that you know, you can't take bottles, and you want a nice hoppy IPA, I'd recommend this. Good solid beer. So far I'm pretty impressed. This is only the second Tallgrass I've had, but so far I'm pretty impressed. It's not a world-class beer, definitely not a world-class IPA, but it's a good solid IPA. Definitely more in the West Coast style than the hop-forward West Coast style than malty or Midwest style, even though they are in Kansas. At 6.8%, it's a nice light IPA. It does fall a bit short in a way to some of the more bold and intense examples of the IPAs, but still another fine beer from Tallgrass. And I may just pick up a 4-pack at $10 a 4-pack. It's a bit pricey, I think, but well worth it, especially if you're going someplace where you can't take a bottle. So I'm going to give the Tallgrass Ethos. There's one of the sides. Even though it's round, I guess it's got two sides. There's the other. I'm going to give it a good solid 9 out of 10. Decent, drinkable, really hop forward IPA. I mean, the bitterness does not, you know, bitterness is there, but it's fairly a clean finish. You know, fairly clean finish, and it goes away. And then once you drink, you know, it makes you just want to drink some more, you know, to get that back. But yeah, it's a fairly, it lingers a little bit, but it's still pretty clean. So 9 out of 10 for Tallgrass Ethos. Hi to Joe, if you're watching. He used to be my beer guy at the beer store out in Iowa City that I used to go to, and well, I still go to, but not as much as when he was there. But he's now the rep for Tallgrass. Got to see him a few weeks ago. They were having a tasting session at the local grocery where I shop. So 9 out of 10, decent solid beer. I'm I'm looking forward to trying these other two Tallgrass beers now that I've had these two. So, till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.